What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel for today's comic book review. And in today's review, I'm going to be talking about Thor issue number 3. This is the, I guess, new title, new series, new launch offer. You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of that newish kind of series out there, being written by Donny Cates. The artist is Nick Klein, and the color artist is Matt Wilson. VC's Joe Sabino is the letterer and designer. The cover artists are Oliver Coipel and Laura Martin. And once again, I'm going to show you guys that cover right there, because I gotta tell you, that's a pretty nice looking cover. I don't know, if you ask me. I think that's a pretty nice cover. Maybe I should show you guys those names as well, the people who worked here on this book, and you can see the name there of the issue. So, the Devourer King here, this issue number 3, in case you guys haven't been paying attention to the series, or you haven't watched my past couple of videos where I have reviewed these past couple of books, I mean, there's probably a link somewhere around here where you can go and check those out. Guys, this book is great. This book is really good. Now, if you read the first 2 issues, I can guarantee you're already highly anticipating this third issue. The first issue, we seen Galactus as he crashed down to Asgard because, the Black Winter is coming, and, he wants to, he needs Thor's help to help him put a stop to it, but, at his own detriment, because he knows that Thor is going to be the death of him. But, so they called all of Galactus's heralds there to Asgard, and they all had a meeting. This was before they got with Galactus, you know what I mean. Before they joined man, doesn't sound good either way. Before they all decided to join forces with Galactus, I guess you could say, they all had a meeting about what needed to happen, and that he had like these 5 planets that had these certain powers that he needed to consume before he could have the power to defeat this Black Winter, which of course does in the end lead to his own demise by way of the Herald of Thunder in this case. So we see that Thor was, he's getting old and weary, and he had to basically be restored, and that's kind of what Galactus done for him. And then we seen in issue number 2, as they were out on their first mission, if you will, of the first of these 5 planets that he had to consume. We can see that Thor and him, they didn't really see eye to eye on things about how to deal with the consuming of this planet and the people there and everything. Galactus is just there because he's hungry. He needs to eat. He needs to heal. He needs to get better. He needs his power back, right? He don't care about the human lives or the other lives on the planet. He don't care about that crap. That's silly stuff to him. He don't care. He's just there to get some power. He needs to eat. He needs some food. He needs some sustenance. You know what I'm saying? So we seen that he showed up there ready to be like, he's telling Thor, like, dude, I don't care. Like, as Thor was sitting there telling him, like, whoa, bro, like, you need to wait. We need to get these people off the planet, and you can have the planet. And he's like, no. And they all both, remember, they kind of went at it. It was a pretty good battle. Thor messed him up. And, and Galactus right back. They got into a pretty good brawl there. But we seen at the, at the last, I guess not maybe the last minute, but pretty much the last minute, Thor was able to get all of the people off that planet and back to his home world of Asgard by way of the Bifrost Bridge. So, which is being now controlled by Lady Sif. So, some pretty cool stuff going on there, And I thought that obviously the real thing here was we seen in issue number 2 that there's obviously going to be a power struggle between Thor and who is now the Herald of Galactus. He's the Herald of Thunder now. He is going to be having some issues with Galactus here. They're not going to see eye to eye on things, and that's kind of what we got out of issue number 2, as Galactus got even more, got more of his power back and everything, and he seemed pretty, he seems like he's ready to take on a little bit more. As he grew his arm back, he looked a little more full of power, and then in stepped Beta Ray Bill. Yes, guys, remember issue number 2 had a great, just like that great last panel. Remember that last page you open it, and you're like, oh, dang, it's going down. Well, that leads to this issue number 3. And let me tell you, this issue did not disappoint in any way whatsoever on that front. We see that Beta Ray Bill has shown up. We get this this nice little story here about Thor. While his, I don't know what is it, what is this going on? What's going on with his hammer right there? I don't, that part I don't really understand. But then we get in here and just the art, and I love this art on this page, this splash page right here, this second page of the book. Man, look at that, dude. That is just, man, dude. I don't know. This is how I want to see Thor drawn. This looks good as compared to, like, you know, how we see him on the cover there. You know, how we've seen him kind of throughout the rest of the book, his, you know, his new look. I don't like his new look as much. I don't. But here, you know, we get that, you know, like I said, we get that old classic Thor look. And believe me, I'm not like some big huge Thor fan or anything. So, you know, it's not that that's a big deal. But we seen Beta Ray Bill showed up and he was ready to settle a score with Galactus. And here we see that Thor is pretty much telling him, like, no, like, the only way to get to Galactus is through me. Basically, we've got stuff we've got to do. I can't let this happen. And him and Beta Ray Bill, they get into it, man. They really do get into it. They get into this a pretty good fight here. And the thing is this fight's really good because they've fought in the past. You know, pretty much come to find that. I mean, I guess as far as I could tell, you could say they're kind of equals. Here in this particular case of what they're doing here, and they're going back and forth, and you know, what happens here is that Beta Ray Bill is, at this point, he's pissed at Thor because Thor is actually out there doing the work of Galactus, you know, being his herald and things like that. And Thor pretty much tells him, like, no, he's like, dude, I do what the hell I want. And he kind of finds out, you know, Beta Ray Bill finds out that Thor did it willingly, calls him a traitor against Asgard and all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling you, these dudes get into a knockout brawl in this damn issue, and it's great, and it's epic. And it's kind of cool too, because there's this one scene in here where while they're going at it. Let me see if I can find this scene, because I was sitting here reading this, and I thought it was pretty cool. Now the cool thing is that I also like about this issue is we see that Thor and Galactus's issues are going to continue. Oh, they're definitely going to continue. They're not wanting to get along too good here, and I think this is going to be something that's going to be cool as this book progresses forward. As long as Thor is the Herald of Galactus, is this struggle between the two of them, this power struggle, where, you know, Thor is pretty much telling him, he's like, I'm Thor, you know, the god of thunder. He's like, now, you know, plus I've got the powers of being the, you know, basically the king of Asgard, you know, and now I'm a Herald of Galactus. He's not ready to take anybody's crap. But what I do like about this is as Thor and Beta Ray Bill are getting ready to go at it, we can see right there, Galactus kind of steps back. He kind of steps back there like, whoa, man, like, whoa, like, I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting it. Like, hey, like, go right at it. And they do, man. They go at it here. Obviously, while they're going at it, they do have some exchange some words. They exchange some dialogue here. All very good stuff. And then at the very end of this book, I can't say that anybody got bested here. But here by the very end of this book, we do get, I don't know, I think a pretty nice, once again, a great cliffhanger finish to make me want to read issue number 4. And like I said, guys, I'm not like a huge Thor fan or anything. I'm not even like a huge fan of Donny Cates. You know what I'm saying? I don't read a whole lot of his books or anything. He's a pretty good writer, though. He's been making a name for himself. And I'm telling you guys, this issue number 3 has got me wanting to read issue number 4. Like, I'm like, here, I'm like, oh yeah, like, this is great. You know how in issue number 2 they had that hint everybody's talking about that might lead to a crossover with DC and Marvel, which probably doesn't need to happen. But this book is great. There's some epic fights in here, some great dialogue between the characters, and the way that it ends has definitely got me waiting for issue number 4. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have you read Thor issue number 3? If so, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about what happened in this book? I'm telling you, this book, it's pretty epic. It's pretty great. It was great. I would love to see a little bit more of this out of this story. Definitely some more beta ray villain here. Guys, this book is great. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel for this comic book review. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell, you know, all of that good stuff. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the 2nd Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Get out and support your local comic book shop and read some awesome comics, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.